Hello footy fans, welcome to episode 2 of the Ultimate AFL Preview Show for 2017. In today's episode, I'll be previewing Week 2 of the JLT Community Series. Week 1 is done and dusted, and in Week 2, some teams will be making their first appearance for the year. So let's not muck around, let's get straight into previewing Week 2 of the JLT Community Series. Week 2 of the JLT Community Series kicks off on Thursday night, February 23rd at Etihad Stadium between St Kilda and Port Adelaide. This game starting at 7:40 p.m. Of course, St Kilda had a very improving year last year. They finished 9th, just outside the top 8, and Port Adelaide probably didn't have the year they were expecting. I'm sure they were expecting to make finals, but it didn't work out that way, and they finished 10th on the latter. Now, let's have a look at the announced teams for this match. St Kilda, surprisingly, are going with a full squad besides Lee Montagna and Nathan Freeman, who are going to be sitting on the sidelines watching this. Jake Carlisle makes his long-awaited debut for St Kilda. Of course, he's been out of the game for 12 months. Some other notable players in that squad includes Jack Stephen, Nick Rewalt, also Jack Billings, as well as David Armitage, Sam Gilbert, and there's also Sean Dempster and also Kobe Stevens making his debut at his new club there in that squad as well. There's also Marek Weller. And for the Port Adelaide side, they have Robbie Gray, Matthew Broadbent, Angus Montfries and Jimmy Tumbas all out, but they have Patrick Ryder returning to the squad to play. Hamish Hartlett's also playing, as well as Ollie Wines, Chad Wingard, Jared Pollock, as well as a few other players such as Justin Westhoff, Tom Jones, and also Sam Gray. So that is the squads there for the first game of Week 2 of the JLT Community Series. It's on Thursday night at Etihad Stadium starting at 7:40 p.m. On Friday night, Richmond host the Adelaide Crows at Etihad Stadium. This is on Friday the 24th of February. This game starting at 7:40 p.m. And of course, Richmond had probably one of its lowest years of the last few years, actually. Last year, of course, they've made the finals the last few years, but last year was just a shocker. They finished right down in 13th position, and the Adelaide Crows, they shined. They made the top 8. They went right through to Week 2 before getting beat by the Sydney Swans at the SCG. So let's have a look at the sides for this second game of Week 2 of the JLT Community Series. And Richmond's side, they do have a few outs, but they also have a few ins as well. Dylan Grimes, Dion Prestia is going to be playing. Dustin Martin will be in the squad. They also have Jack Rewalt, Trent Cotchin, as well as a few others being a part of that squad there for their first game of 2017. And then for the Adelaide Crows, they do have a few out also. Some notable ones there is Brad Crouch and Paul Seedsman, as well as Rory Sloan and Scott Thompson. There's also a few others in that list, but they do have a few playing their first game for 2017 there. You've got Josh Jenkins, Taylor Walker, Eddie Betts there as well, Tom Lynch, and also a few others as well, including Rory Lade. So kind of strong sides there from both teams coming into this pre-season game, which is going to be their first game, both these sides. Okay, on now to the Saturday and Sunday games. Now, just like last week's episode, I do not have the team announcements for the weekend's matches. Hasn't been announced yet, so once again, stay tuned to Bevob5 Productions on Facebook, or just stay tuned to the AFL website, afl.com.au. They will have everything you need to know about the teams about a day or so before the match begins. So let's get into the two games on Saturday. The first game on Saturday is at Casey Fields, right over in Cranbourne, east of Victoria, of course, and this game is between Melbourne and Carlton. Of course, Melbourne have already played a game in the JLT Community Series, so this will be their second match. They actually got a win in their last game against the Western Bulldogs, and Carlton will be making their first appearance for 2017. This game starting at 2:05 p.m. Melbourne time. And then the next game, the last game of the Saturday, is West Coast Eagles taking on Fremantle. This one is at Wanthella Oval in Western Australia, and this game will be starting at 6:40 p.m. Melbourne time, Australian Eastern time, of course. It will be starting at 3:40 p.m. local time, however. So, of course, that's the derby, and I believe Sam Mitchell may be lining up to play his first game for the West Coast Eagles in this game. Of course, West Coast have already played a game in the series. They played against the Giants last Saturday and lost pretty comfortably. So it's going to be an interesting game, that one. Of course, you can't beat a good old local derby at a regional ground. So that is the Saturday games. On now to the Sunday games. We kick off our Sunday with North Melbourne and Hawthorn, the two teams who play down where I live in Tasmania. Of course, Hawthorn play their games up the north, and North Melbourne play their games up the south, where I currently am situated. So this game is at North Melbourne Recreation Reserve at Arden Street, of course, is another way of putting it. This game will be starting at 2:05 p.m. Of course, these two teams have already played a game in the JLT Community Series. In the final game of the Sunday and the final game of Week 2 of the JLT Community Series will be between the Gold Coast Suns and Essendon, two teams who have also played a JLT Community Series match so far this year. And this game will be starting at 4:40 p.m. Australian Eastern Time, 3:40 p.m. local time at Hartup Park Country Club. That is in Mackay in Queensland. So that's the Gold Coast Suns taking on Essendon. Should be an interesting match, that one. So that is all the games that is coming up in Week 2 of the JLT Community Series. Cannot wait. It was a good Week 1. Cannot wait for an even better Week 2. And that is it for episode 2 of the Ultimate AFL Preview Show, the episode where I previewed Week 2 of the JLT Community Series. Of course, don't forget to like, comment, share this video, subscribe, because I not only do this show, I also do the Ultimate AFL Wrap-Up Show, which started this week. I basically wrapped up Week 1 of the JLT Community Series in the first episode, of course. In episode 2 next week, I'll wrap up Week 2 of the pre-season series. So do subscribe to keep up to date with that show, and also more episodes of this show as well. Of course, we're not far away. We're just around a month now until the start of the season proper. Cannot wait. It is going to be an absolute electrifying season. Of course, last year was just unbelievable. So this year should be just as good if we go by what happened last year. So thank you very much for watching. Enjoy Week 2 of the JLT Community Series. And until next time, I'm Jacob. See you later.